Have you ever wondered why we can't breathe underwater like fish? It's a curious thought, isn't it? Fish have gills that allow them to extract oxygen from water, a remarkable adaptation that lets them thrive in their aquatic environment.
It's a question that has fascinated people for ages. Humans, on the other hand, have lungs designed to extract oxygen from the air. This fundamental difference shapes our relationship with water. We can explore the world above the surface, enjoying the beauty of the ocean from the shore, or even snorkeling just below the surface. But what about the watery depths below? Scuba diving allows us to venture deeper, but we still rely on tanks of compressed air to breathe. Understanding why we can't breathe underwater helps us appreciate the wonders of our own bodies and the amazing diversity of life on Earth. Each species has evolved unique ways to survive in its environment. It's all about how we get the oxygen we need to survive. Fish use gills to filter oxygen from water, while we use our lungs to extract it from the air. So let's dive in and explore the science behind this fascinating question. By understanding these differences, we can better appreciate the incredible adaptations of marine life and the delicate balance of our own ecosystems. Our lungs are incredible organs. They are like big, spongy sacs inside our chests. When we breathe in, our lungs fill with air, which contains oxygen. Oxygen is essential for our bodies to function. Our lungs take in oxygen and transfer it to our blood. The blood then carries the oxygen to all the cells in our body.
Our lungs are designed to work in air, not water. They are very good at extracting oxygen from the air we breathe.
Fish have a completely different way of breathing underwater. They use special organs called gills.
Gills are located on the sides of a fish's head. Water flows over the gills, and the gills extract oxygen from the water. The oxygen then passes into the fish's blood.
Gills are amazingly efficient at extracting oxygen from water. They are much better at this than our lungs could ever be. Section 4, water versus air, not the same for breathing. When we think about breathing, we often take for granted the air around us, but what happens when we enter a different environment like underwater? Water and air are very different substances. While air is a mixture of gases, water is a liquid composed of hydrogen and oxygen molecules. Water is much denser than air. This density difference means that the way we interact with these substances is fundamentally different. This means that it contains less oxygen than the same volume of air. In fact, air contains about 21% oxygen, while water contains only a fraction of that amount. Our lungs are not designed to extract enough oxygen from water to keep us alive. Human lungs are optimized to absorb oxygen from the air, not from a liquid medium. If we try to breathe underwater, our lungs will fill with water. This is because our respiratory system is not equipped to filter out oxygen from water. This is extremely dangerous and can be fatal. Inhaling water can lead to drowning, a condition where the lungs are filled with water, preventing the absorption of oxygen.
Fish gills are specially adapted to extract the small amount of oxygen present in water. Unlike human lungs, fish gills have evolved to efficiently process the oxygen dissolved in water. They have a large surface area to maximize oxygen absorption. This adaptation allows fish to thrive in an environment where oxygen is much less abundant than in the air. The gill structure, with their numerous filaments and lamellae, increases the surface area available for gas exchange, making it possible for fish to extract the necessary oxygen to survive. Humans, on the other hand, need technology like scuba gear to breathe underwater. Scuba gear provides a supply of compressed air, allowing divers to explore underwater environments safely. This stark difference between human lungs and fish gills highlights the unique adaptations of each species to their respective environments. While we can marvel at the underwater world, we must always remember the limitations of our own biology.
Section 5. Why we aren't like fish, evolution and our bodies. Evolution is a fascinating process that has shaped the way we live and breathe today. It's a journey that spans millions of years, filled with countless adaptations and transformations. Over millions of years, humans have evolved to live on land. This transition from water to land was a monumental step in our evolutionary history. Our ancestors had to adapt to a completely new environment, which required significant changes in their physiology and behavior. Our bodies are perfectly adapted for breathing air. This adaptation was crucial for our survival on land. The development of lungs allowed us to extract oxygen from the air, a vital resource for our metabolic processes. We have lungs that are efficient at extracting oxygen from the air around us. These organs are marvels of biological engineering, designed to maximize the intake of oxygen while expelling carbon dioxide, a waste product of respiration.
Fish, on the other hand, have evolved to live in water. Their evolutionary path diverged from ours, leading to the development of gills, which are specialized organs for extracting oxygen from water. Their bodies are adapted for underwater breathing with gills. Gills are incredibly efficient at extracting oxygen from water, allowing fish to thrive in aquatic environments where oxygen levels are much lower than in the air. Evolution has equipped different creatures with the tools they need to thrive in their specific environments. This process of adaptation is a testament to the power of natural selection, which favors traits that enhance survival and reproduction. Our lungs and fish gills are perfect examples of this incredible process of adaptation. While our lungs are designed to function in an oxygen-rich atmosphere, fish gills are optimized for extracting oxygen from water. This divergence highlights the versatility and ingenuity of evolutionary processes, enabling life to flourish in diverse habitats across the planet.